TfL is the world's finest transport authority. Before the pandemic began, we managed to reduce the deficit I inherited by more than 71%, increase cash balances by 16%, but also reduce year on year our operating costs by more than £1 billion. And we helped contribute towards the national economy, more than £40 billion net. Our city contributes. We're really proud as a capital city to do so. The only reason TfL has challenges is because of the pandemic. Londoners followed the government's advice, didn't use public transport, and our fares plummeted. And there are now 17 days left until the short-term deal we have with the government runs out. And we've been trying really hard to get around the table with the government to ensure we've got a financial deal going forward, because if we don't, we've got to balance the budget we're going to set for next year. And unless the government gives us the support we need, I worry about the consequences for our city and our country as well.
Are we expecting this every few months then, some ultimatum that you're about to run out of money and say the government must cough up?
No, we've been asking for the last 18 months for a long-term deal for TfL. Every transport authority in the world gets support from its central government. We get the least support, and we've agreed by 2023 to get no revenue support from the government. New York, Paris, Madrid, Tokyo, all the cities around the globe receive proper support from their government. London's different because of a deal reached between George Osborne and Boris Johnson, but also because 72% of our services are paid for by fares compared to 48% of other cities. So in the absence of customers, we've got no recourse but to ask for support from the government. What I'm saying to the government is, because we need a national recovery, which is contingent upon a London recovery, which is contingent upon TfL firing all cylinders, let's work together to get a long-term deal for TfL so we avoid a car-led recovery, so we avoid a return to the decline we had in the 70s and 80s of public transport. Let's work together for a national recovery.
So services will grind to a halt, is that what you're saying, basically? Just outline what might happen if you don't get your money.
So by January, we'll have to make tough decisions about reducing tube services, bus services, cancelling contracts. To give you an idea of the sort of things we're talking about, and I call this managed decline, is almost a 20% reduction in our bus services across our city. 100 routes could be cut, and almost 10% reduction in tube services. Could even be a tube line being removed, but also us stopping ordering the buses that are built in Ballymena, Falkirk, Scarborough, Guildford, us having to cancel the trains that are built in Gould and other parts of the country. There are 43,000 jobs across the country in the supply chain that we're really proud to support, and we need that expertise across the country. We can't do it ourselves. I worry about the consequences for the country, not just because London won't be helping in the national recovery, but also because we won't be able to honour the contracts we've entered into or enter into new contracts.